Hey there, YouTube family. Welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to be working on mead number 3. In this video, my plan is to go ahead and take a final hydrometer reading to see what the current gravity is at. I highly suspect that this one is done fermenting. We're looking for a gravity reading of 1.00 or less. The gravity reading at start of mead number 3, the raspberry mead, was 1.065 or about 6% ABV, alcohol by volume. So after we do that, I'm going to rack this into a new container, basically just to get everything ready to go. With that, I'm going to stabilize it with potassium metabite sulfite and potassium sorbate, and then I'm going to add a clear and or fining agent to it. So here we go. So the first thing I got to do, well, first off, look at that color. I mean, isn't that beautiful? So that's 3 pounds of raspberries in there, and it's been going for a little over 2 weeks. It did kick off a little bit of a new fermentation process, so it's going to have a lot of that natural sugar and everything like that, but basically for the most part it's just been sitting for I think it's been about 16 days total. So I'm going to remove the raspberries and the cheesecloth and then rack it into here. Whew, that meat is good, man. Oh, I can smell the raspberries. Wow, that smells great. All right, so obviously the goal is not to get this red juice all over the place, so here we go. I'm really glad we went with the 3-gallon carboy to make sure we didn't lose any of our volume and to basically maximize everything that we could get from this brew. So I just want to kind of squeeze this a little bit. I'm going to wrap it around to tighten up the cheesecloth here to really get those remaining juices out of there. Seems like the right thing to do. I hope it is. All right, I'm going to call that done. Oh, wow. Raspberries smell great. Okay, so now for the racking. Hopefully I won't make a mess. So racking, of course, is going to be a little bit more of a challenge with this one because I'm going to have to get this all the way in there. This is a small auto siphon here, so I want to make sure I get all of our brew. Here we go. Just want to make sure I get all that in there. There we go. All right, yeah, she is full. All right, cool. That went pretty good. All right, now that we got that racked, I'm gonna go ahead and take a hydrometer reading. All right, here's our hydrometer. All right, let's see, what was our original, so our original ABV gravity reading was 1.065, On 8:15, I took another gravity reading and it was 1.000. And we are ending up with, oh yeah, okay. Actually, it's a little bit below. Yeah, it's perfect. It's done for sure. That's great. All right, so with that, I'm gonna put a little bit aside here for a taste test. Okay. Yeah, I can smell the raspberries. That is cool. Wow, that's great. Okay, now for the taste. Oh, wow, it's tart. Yeah, like, I mean, the raspberries are there, but it's like when you bite into a raspberry and there's a little bit of a tartness to it. Yeah, that's kind of prominent. Wow, that's fascinating. That's really good. So I do plan to back sweeten this one, make it sweet. So I'm planning to put, I don't know, probably 12 ounces of honey in it, just to make sure that it is sweet and something that we really want to go for. I don't have any alcohol taste at all right now. Like I said, I can definitely, I know the honey's there and there's tartness from the raspberries. That's pretty cool. Really neat. Oh, everyone's gonna enjoy that. That is really good. I want more of that. I mean, it's good right now, but I want to perfect it. I really want it to be just really good and sweet. So, okay, next part is we are going to stabilize this. So first thing I'm going to do is put a Campton tablet in. Again, I'm going to do the 2-spoon trick. So you just place the tablet right on there. And then I'm just going to place the other spoon right on top here. And I'm just going to crush it. And it only takes 2 or 3 times. It's not really hard. So, all right. So there goes our Campton tablet. Then I'm going to put the potassium sorbate in. This is 1/2 of a teaspoon per 1 gallon. I know I've said it in the other videos, but just to reiterate, what stabilizing means is you're killing the yeast. So if you do back sweeten and put additional sugar in it for taste, the fermentation process isn't going to kick off and create a bottle bomb, meaning all that CO2 gas gets built up inside of your bottle until it actually makes your bottle explode. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of videos out there on it. All right, so we have stabilized our mead. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a stir. Make sure that gets mixed around real good. And I am going to put a fining agent in this one. If you've seen the update on mead number 1, I used a fining agent on that one. That one I used bentonite, which is clay. On this one, I want to try a different one. This one is actually called sparkaloid. So the sparkaloid, you take the ingredients and you mix that with hot water also. So it's 1 teaspoon per gallon of mead and 1 to 2 cups of boiling water. I don't have a whole lot of headspace here, so I'm hoping I'm going to be all right. But I boiled it already and got everything squared away, so I got it here ready to go. So I'm going to add this. Looks like that might be all I can get out of it, so let me see here. All right, let me add the rest of it. That should be plenty. Okay, so that's our fining agent to basically get this mead clear. Again, like I said in the other video, having a clear mead does nothing except make it look good. So it literally serves no purpose other than aesthetically making it look like a good, nice, clear wine. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid, and I am going to put an airlock on. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay, I just put some of the Star San stuff in here just to get it all nice and clear. Okay, so that is mead number 3. Again, just to recap, we did a hydrometer reading. Gravity is 1.000, so we know the fermentation process is 100% done. We racked it into a secondary container. We stabilized it with potassium metabisulfate, the Campton tablet, and we used the potassium sorbate. And then finally, we put a fining agent. In this case, we used the sparkaloid. So now we're just going to let it sit for about another week or so, and then we'll be ready to bottle and finally get to that taste test. So I really appreciate you guys coming along with this adventure with me. It's been really cool so far. I look forward to doing more. Definitely looking at trying to do a blackberry mead next. So Jerry and I, we've already gotten all of the stuff we need to pretty much proceed with that. So I hope you guys like this video. If you'd like to see more content like this, let us know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. And Jerry and Don would really love it if you would subscribe to their channel. And if you want to get notifications when new videos are uploaded, go ahead and hit that notification bell too. Again, if you guys have any questions, comments, I'd love to hear back from you. But really looking forward to continue on with this journey, and hope you guys will come along. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be working on mead number 3, which is the raspberry hydromel. It's been 37 days. Today is September 5th, and we're basically done. And the plan today is to rack it, back sweeten it, and then finally bottle it. So we should have all that done pretty quickly. I wanted to give you guys a close-up of this. So if you recall, I wanted to try to get this raspberry mead as clear as I could to make it as presentable and the best appearing that it could be. So I added the sparkaloid to it, and as you can tell, it is just really turned out beautifully. I mean, look at that. That's pretty amazing. See how clear that is? I mean, that's just great. It turned out actually better than I expected, and everything that I had hoped for. So first thing that I want to do, because there is some sediment at the bottom, is I need to rack it to make sure that it's basically only mead. And then I'm going to use this carboy here to do that. And through movie magic and video magic, I'm going to make that happen real quick. I'm going to rack it and actually get it back into this container here after I've cleaned and sanitized it, because I want to back sweeten in that, because I do plan to use my really cool stirrer here, because I do plan to put additional honey in there to make it sweeter. We have it racked. Next up is to back sweeten. So like I said, I plan to use honey for that, and the reason why I racked it back into this container is because I'm going to stir it and mix it up with that to ensure that it is mixed well. So I'm going to need my scale. I'm going to need the honey, which is over there, something to put the honey in, and something to help me get it out of there. So I did pour a little bit here to do a smell and a taste test before I actually get going. The raspberries are very fragrant. It's really nice. I really like that. I think this is going to be probably one of my favorites. Yeah, it's really nice. Yep, still has that tartness to it. It's not very dry. It seems very light. Just a real refreshing raspberry flavored drink. I can taste the honey hints in it still too, which is great, because that's really what I'm trying to go for. Because first off, it's a mead, then it's a hydromel because it's below 7% alcohol, and actually it's a melomel because we added fruit in it. So let's go ahead and get this thing back sweetened. That is delicious. Okay. So if you've seen one of the other videos, basically you want to add about 4 ounces of honey or your sweetener at a time. I'm choosing to do honey because I just want to keep it at that honey flavor. It was already fermented with honey, so it's already a mead. I could back sweeten it with any sugar or anything that I want, but we're going to go ahead and knock it out with this. So I'm getting a tare weight, resetting that to 0. And then basically I'm just going to use the rest of this honey in this jar. Again, through video magic, we'll go ahead and get this set up. All right, so here goes the first 4 ounces of honey. And this is the exact same honey that was used when we initially made it. So I'm trying to keep to the same standard, but I feel like I am gonna have to add a little bit more of another kind of honey, but that's okay as long as it's honey. And again, there's no chance for this to re-ferment because I've already stopped that process. If you recall, I added the potassium sorbate and potassium metabisulfite in a Campton tablet. So we're going to go ahead and get that mixed up now. Got my really cool, nifty stirring stick here. Oh, and just to reiterate, everything was already washed and I sanitized everything before I started. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. If you want your stuff to be good, make sure you sanitize everything. All right, looks pretty good. I can still see some of the thicker honey at the bottom, but that'll continue to get mixed up as we keep going. So, all right, we need to do a quick little taste test with the honey that we've added. Okay, I can already taste a difference in the flavor. Raspberry is still very strong, but it's not quite as sweet as I like it, or I want it. So I'm going to add another 4 ounces. It is good the way that it is, though. You'll notice this isn't quite as thick. It's because I warmed it up a little. All right, let's give this a stir. All right, don't have a lot of room, so I need to take some of this volume out of here, but I do need to take another taste test, so. Okay, so this is with 8 ounces of honey added. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. I think my plan with 12 ounces of honey with the raspberry is going to be right on the money. Oh, that's beautiful. Looking good. Okay, we're gonna put another 4 ounces in. All right, I'm at 3.9. Let's see if we can get 4. Oh, all right, we're at 4. There's not that much left. I'm just gonna let it drip a little bit more. I don't wanna waste any of this. That's the advantage of being the one doing this. I get to taste the honey and the mead. All right, need to stir it up. Okay, what do you think? Does that look like it's stirred up good enough? Hope so. All right, here we go. Hopefully it's the final taste test. Oh, I can definitely smell the honey. And the raspberry's still there. Oh, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. I think I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more before I bottle it. But yeah, the honey, the raspberry, oh, that is so nice. By the way, if you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. And if you haven't, you can also subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so that you'll be notified of any new videos that Jerry and Don load. And if you want to continue to be on this mead adventure with me, I'd really like it if you could leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know your thoughts on what you think the next mead should be, or what I should try and do with the mead, or what fruit to add. With that, I am gonna stir. All right. Whew. You know, for only being a hydromel, about 6% ABV, alcohol by volume, that does have a little bit of a kick on it. I know I've been tasting it, but I pretty much had about 3/4 of a glass. If you guys haven't been keeping track, I'm sure you all have. Okay, so we've racked our mead, we have backsweetened our mead, and now we're gonna bottle our mead. Also at the very end, I got a special surprise for everybody. I haven't even used this thing yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's all part of the investment of the mead making process. So I'm gonna get cleaned up a little bit here, and I'll be back in 1 minute. Whew, that mead is good, man. Okay, so we've gotten our stuff pretty much cleaned up. So we're ready to move on to phase 3, or part 3 of the bottling process. So I've got these bottles here. It's the same ones that I used for mead number 2. Again, these have all been washed and sanitized already. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I've got the auto siphon, and then it's got the attachment here with the bottle filler piece on it, and it's got this release valve here. So when you get things going, you can put it in the bottle, and when you hit the bottom, it pushes that release valve, which allows the mead to flow through. Then you fill the bottle up, and then when you're ready to move to the next bottle, you lift it up, and then this valve closes, which allows you to lift and go from one bottle to the next. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
That's my boy. No, my boy! Father, help!
All right. That one snuck up on me pretty quick, but it's difficult to see through that blue bottle. So you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna push on that valve and it just starts to fill the bottle. It's like magic. Is this awesome or what? I mean, we're doing it. You think I'm gonna need another bottle? I don't know. It's beautiful in color though. Look at that. I think I'm gonna need another bottle. That's awesome. All right, through movie magic, I'm gonna go get another bottle. We'll see if we can fill that one. All right, so we got four 16-ounce bottles, a 22-ounce bottle, and a wine bottle. That's fantastic. All right. Okay, that's our raspberry mead. I'm gonna go ahead and get these bottles capped. Okay, so these are our self-sealing bottles right here. And like I said, I've got a surprise for the wine bottle, so stand by. We're gonna go ahead and get things set up for that. Okay, so what do you think? So this is actually a wine bottle corker. It's a floor model. There's a hand model that you can use, but after doing research, I mean, it's cheaper. And this is basically about 3 times the price of that, but it's supposed to make it a whole lot easier and you can use it on any bottle that you want. So I went ahead and broke down and got it. I went with synthetic corks too. The difference between synthetic corks and real corks are real corks you have to keep moist. So that's why you have to turn the bottle sideways or the cork will actually shrink and your wine can go bad. But if you use a synthetic cork, it can last forever until basically you're ready to go. So the trick is you push this down, you put your bottle here, the cork goes in here, and then you pull the lever down with the bottle here and it pushes the cork right inside. Like I said, I haven't even tested this thing yet. It's brand spanking new. So I've got this wine bottle that my mom gave me and my hopes are we're gonna make this work. All right, fingers crossed, here we go. Holy crap, would you look at that? It's been corked. Can you see that? That is so awesome. It worked. Wow, that thing is great. Okay. So, I mean, you can see right here, I ended up with a pretty good product. I mean, I've got one whole wine bottle here. I've got 5 16-ounce bottles and 1 22-ounce bottle. So I've got plenty of product, and I can't wait to do the full taste test with it. And I ended up with a little bit left over for me to taste. Nobody else could make it to help me out, so I'm the only one that gets to try it, and I get to make it the way I want it. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I really hope that you guys like this mead stuff. Again, please leave me a comment. What flavor or fruit or what do you think we should try next? Really looking forward to hear what you guys have to say or what your thoughts are. I know I'm messing up all over the place, but I'm really enjoying this. Like I said, it's been a total adventure. But I'd say so far so good, right? Look at that. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Still got to do mead number 1, but mead number 2 and mead number 3 are done. And I'm already in conversations with Jerry about what we're going to do for our next mead, which is going to be mead number 4. But again, I'd really like to hear what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. This is so awesome.